On the lowest of keys, I actually forgot that this movie was coming out. So when they dropped this trailer, I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. Because my mind right now is on X-Men 97 Season 2 and then Spiderman Brand New Day. And then I can't wait for Green Lantern, the series, to drop on the DC side. So yeah, I forgot that this movie was coming out in December. So when they dropped this trailer, I'm like, okay, we going somewhere. Now here's the thing. I was not excited about Doomsday based off of those teaser trailers that they dropped at the beginning of the year. I was just like, whatever. Seeing that teaser trailer of Captain America and his child, that wasn't exciting. Seeing Thor be more serious and be with his daughter, that wasn't exciting. Seeing the X-Men and Scott Summers losing it, that was low-key exciting. That's where I was like, okay, y'all got me. Anything involving the X-Men, I'm in there. And then seeing Shuri and the Fantastic Four link up, I was just like, oh, okay, how cute. But it wasn't like I was overly excited to see this film. Now, with this trailer, I will say, I am excited, but I'm a little bit underwhelmed. And the reason why I'm underwhelmed is because I'm like, where are the Avengers? We don't have an Avengers team. And look at this shot right here. We got the Fantastic Four represented. We got the Thunderbolts represented, even though they are now categorized as the new Avengers. But look at all the, like, quote unquote OG Avengers. We got Thor. We got Sam Wilson as Captain America. We got Ant-Man. And I'm like, is this it? Is this really it? Now, in other scenes, we have Shuri, the new Black Panther, and we got Shang-Chi. But I'm like, bruh, where are the rest of the Avengers? Where's Doctor Strange? Where's Hawkeye? Where's War Machine? Where's Captain Marvel? Where is She-Hulk? Where is Moon Knight? Like, where are the rest of the Avengers from 2019 to 2026? Where are all the Avenger characters that y'all introduced? The Avengers, they look a little weak on this side. But anyway, I got more thoughts concerning the trailer. But before I go in some more, let me just play my theme song. I'll see you on the other side. Now, the different elements that I want to talk about the trailer specifically, let's start with Robert Downey Jr. I am not a fan of Robert Downey Jr. being Dr. Doom. I was just like, why? I felt like y'all brought him in terms of nostalgic, like, oh, y'all loved him as Iron Man, so bring him in as Dr. Doom, and it can bring back some of them OG Marvel fans back into the fold to support this movie. I was not a fan of Robert Downey Jr. playing Dr. Doom, but if that's his voice at the beginning of the trailer, narrating what's going on, if that's Robert Downey Jr.'s voice, he's doing an amazing job as Dr. Doom. Because it's in a different accent and it sounds like a big, powerful, mortal being. So if that's RDJ's voice at the beginning of that trailer in the narration, then I'm like, okay, I can get with it. I can get with Robert Downey Jr. playing Dr. Doom. But my thing is, keep his mask on. You better keep his mask on the entire movie and do not show Robert Downey Jr.'s face. Dr. Doom needs to have his mask on throughout the entire duration of the movie. And if he takes his mask off, we better not see Robert Downey Jr.'s face. We better see Dr. Doom's face being f***ed up, scarred, unrecognizable. Keep that comic element with Dr. Doom. Robert Downey Jr. is playing a whole separate character. He is not playing Iron Man. He is playing Dr. Doom. So Dr. Doom being introduced in the screen via the MCU, he deserves some sort of comic accuracy. Keep his mask on, and if you decide to take it off, his face needs to be up and scarred. That's all I'm asking. Oh, and sidebar, they did a good job with the Dr. Doom costume. Like, it looks nice. The next thing I want to talk about with this trailer is Shuri and Namor. At the end of Wakanda Forever, it seemed to be a truce, an alliance between Wakanda and Atlantis, with the two leaders, Shuri and Namor, coming together and realizing that we are a stronger unit together than apart. So in this trailer, it seems like Namor is upset with Shuri about something. And it seems like Black Panther and the rest of the Wakandans, they are on the defense, getting ready to defend themselves. And it looks like the Atlanteans are going to attack the Wakandans. And I'm like, well, what's going on here? It looks like they're back beefing. I am very interested to know what all is going on here. Is Namor potentially upset that Black Panther is teaming up with the Fantastic Four, as we saw with Shuri handshaking with the Thing? I'm really trying to understand what's really going on between Namor and Shuri. I can't wait to see where that storyline takes us. All right, next up, we got the X-Men in this trailer. We see Scott, we see Charles Xavier, we see Magneto, we see Gambit fighting Shang-Chi, we see Mystique fighting Black Widow, and I'm just like, okay, bring on the X-Men, but then also at the same time, why are they fighting? Why does it seem like the X-Men are fighting the Avengers? What's going on here? I don't know what this plot is going to be about. I do not have a Twitter account, so I don't know what's floating out there in terms of like the potential storylines that this movie is about and why the Avengers are fighting the X-Men. Mainly is Gambit. They Gambit up this trailer. We see a whole lot of scenes of Gambit in this trailer, which I am not mad at. I am a big fan of Gambit. Gambit is a part of my top 5 favorite X-Men, but I'm just a little bit curious to know why the X-Men are fighting Avenger members. Dr. Doom is the villain, so why y'all fighting each other? We got to see where that plot goes. Based off of this trailer, Thor is clearly the main leader of the Avengers. I mean, it makes sense. He's like the OG Avenger since phase 1 of the MCU. So I'm glad that they put Thor in a very serious role. We need serious Thor because wherever the hell that y'all did with Thor Love and Thunder, why? Just why? So I'm glad to see that Thor is going to be the main leader of this Avengers team. I am very curious to see this fight scene between Thor and Dr. Doom, and it looks like they have overpowered Dr. Doom, which I am not mad at, because why is he holding back Thor's hammer with just 2 fingers? Oh yeah, this is going to be something. I cannot wait to see how all of this plays out. And next up we see Steve Rogers. I am not excited to see Steve Rogers. Not at all. Like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? And it's not like he's in a Captain America suit. So it's like, what really are you doing here? I personally feel like Steve Rogers' storyline wrapped up in Endgame, and that's where he should have stayed. There was no purpose of bringing him back, but y'all brought him back because y'all want Chris Evans to sell some tickets, knowing that Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. are going to be in this movie. But in my personal opinion, there's no need to have Steve Rogers in this film. And like I said, he's wearing all black. He's not even in a Captain America's uniform. So I do not even expect a Captain America cameo from Steve Rogers. I feel like Steve Rogers is literally just going to be Steve Rogers in this film, unless he's going to do like he did in Infinity War and wear it all black and just use Thor's hammer to fight. But I'm not excited to see Steve Rogers in this film, but you know, hey, it is what it is. Now, this is just the fanboy in me. Instead of bringing Steve Rogers back in Doomsday, we have Spider-Man Brand New Day, where we see Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and the Hulk, Bruce Banner. They are going to be appearing in that movie. And then in Doomsday, we have the X-Men. This would have been an amazing opportunity for Marvel to bring in the OG Big 3 of the 90s, Spider-Man, Hulk, and Wolverine. The elements are there. This would have been a perfect opportunity for y'all to bring in the 90s Big 3, because there was never a Big 3 established within these phases, from Endgame all the way to Fantastic Four or Thunderbolts, whichever movie came first, I can't remember. There's no Big 3. Of course, many of us can assume that T'Challa, Black Panther, he was going to be the leader of the Avengers moving forward, but, you know, we lost Chadwick Boseman, so that didn't happen. Then Captain Marvel is like, they tried to use her, but they didn't try to use her. I don't know what was going on there. But if Doomsday is going to have a lot of elements of nostalgia, this would have been a perfect opportunity to bring in Spider-Man, Hulk, and Wolverine. Now, granted, I have no idea what's going to go down in Spider-Man Brand New Day. I only saw the first trailer, and we see that Bruce Banner is going to be in that trailer. I know that other trailers came out and the Hulk is in those trailers, but listen, I'm the type of person, I only need to see one trailer, and then I'll go see the movie. I'm not the type of person that's going to be keeping up with back-to-back promotional material where y'all going to be releasing more trailers, because then you guys are just going to be spoiling the movie. Like, I am a one trailer guy. So I said all just to say, I have no idea what's going to happen with Spider-Man Brand New Day. I don't know if the movie is going to connect or correlate to anything regarding Doomsday. I don't know if Brand New Day is going to take place before Doomsday or during Doomsday. I don't know. But all I'm saying is it would have been so dope for the MCU to bring in the OG Big Three. Regardless of the situation, I'm excited to see this movie. This is going to remind me of Ultimate Alliance, the very first video game where Dr. Doom was like taking down all the heroes because he and the Masters of Evil, they were the ones that were causing so much chaos and havoc, and all the Avengers, Fantastic Four, and the X-Men, they had to team up together to take him down. That's what this movie is going to remind me of. And like I said earlier, with that fight scene with Thor and Dr. Doom, it looks like Dr. Doom is extremely overpowered, and I'm like, bring it. Absolutely bring it. So I am excited to see this film. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.